Summary of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter, who is 10 years old, has had a terrible life so far. His parents died when he was very young, so he lives with his Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon. They are very nice to their own son, Dudley, but they often punish Harry, especially when strange things happen around him that he can't explain. One day, a lot of letters for Harry start coming in the mail, but Vernon picks them up. On July 31st, Harry's 11th birthday, a big wizard named Hagrid shows up and tells him that he, too, is a wizard. Lily and James Potter, Harry's parents, were wizards who gave their lives to save him from Voldemort, the most evil wizard in the world. Voldemort tried to kill baby Harry, but for some reason he couldn't. All he did was leave a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead. So, everyone in the wizarding world knows Harry as the boy who lived. Hagrid then gives Harry one of the letters, which invites him to Hogwarts, a school for witchcraft and magic. The next day, Hagrid takes Harry to Gringotts, a bank for wizards, where his parents left him some money. Hagrid sneakily gets a small package out of a different vault, but he won't tell Harry what it is because it's Hogwarts business and must be kept secret. Harry then buys his school goods, robes, cauldrons, spellbooks, and a wand, but he starts to worry that he doesn't know anything about magic. Hagrid tells him that he will pick things up quickly. After a month, Harry gets on the train to go to Hogwarts. On the train, he quickly makes friends with a first-year boy called Ron Weasley. Harry also meets a boy named Draco Malfoy, who is rude and mean, making Harry dislike him right away. They also meet Hermione Granger, a smart girl they think knows everything. As soon as they get to Hogwarts Castle, the students are put into one of 4 houses depending on their personalities. Harry is glad he didn't get put into Slytherin, which was Voldemort's house and is known for being ambitious, and where Draco is. Instead, he is put with Ron and Hermione in the Gryffindor House, which is known for being brave. Harry starts school and learns things like spells, potions, herbology, how to defend against dark arts, and stargazing. But when he has his first potions class, Professor Snape doesn't like him right away, and Harry doesn't know why. The next week, Harry, the Gryffindors, and the Slytherins all take their first flying lesson. Harry flies when he's not supposed to, but Professor McGonagall, head of Gryffindor House, sees his natural talent and asks him to join the Gryffindor Quidditch team. Quidditch is a wizarding sport played on broomsticks. Malfoy dares Harry to a wizard's fight in the trophy room at midnight that night. Harry and Ron sneak out that night, even though Hermione tries to stop them. They are almost caught, so they run into a band hallway on the 3rd floor to hide. They do, however, figure out why the hallway is off-limits. A huge 3-headed dog guards an opening inside. On Halloween, Ron says that Hermione is annoying and that she doesn't have any friends, which Hermione hears. She cries all day in the bathroom for girls. That night, the Halloween party is cut short when Professor Quirrell, who teaches defense against the dark arts, says in a panic that there is a troll in the basement. Harry and Ron don't go back to their dorms. Instead, they go find Hermione to tell her about the troll. On their way, they notice that Snape seems to be going in a different direction than the other teachers. Then, Harry and Ron find the troll in the bathroom where Hermione has been hiding all day. Ron is able to knock the troll out. Hermione tells a lie to keep them out of trouble when the teachers find out what they did, and Harry, Ron, and Hermione become friends. Harry finds out later that Snape did try to get past the 3-headed dog during this event. He figures that Snape must be trying to steal whatever is being guarded by the dog. Harry's first Quidditch game is in November. Gryffindor is doing well at first, but then Harry's broom starts to try to throw him off. Hermione sees that Snape, who is sitting with the other viewers in the stands, is putting a curse on Harry's broom. She sets Snape's cape on fire, which takes him out of the game and lets Harry win for Gryffindor. Hagrid tells the 3 friends by accident that the dog is watching over something that has to do with a man named Nicholas Flamel. The kids figure out what this means and go to the library to look up Flamel. They don't know where to look though, and as the holidays get closer, they still don't know who he might be. Hermione goes home for the holidays, but Harry and Ron stay. This is because Ron's parents are in Romania to see his brother Charlie. Harry and Ron spend their days playing wizard's chess, which is the same as Muggle chess except that the pieces are living. On his first Christmas, Harry gets gifts for the first time. Hagrid makes him a flute. One of the gifts is an invisibility cloak, which is rare and expensive and makes the person who wears it unseen. Harry doesn't know who it's from because the note that came with it just said that James had owned the coat and that whoever got it after James died wanted to give it back to Harry. That night, Harry sneaks into the library's restricted section to see if there is a book about Flamel. But as soon as he picks up a book, it starts to scream, so he runs down the hallway and into an empty classroom to get away from Filch, the mean guardian of the school. Harry sees a big mirror while he is hiding in the classroom. This is the Mirror of East. When Harry looks into it, Lily and James are shown standing behind him. He becomes obsessed with what he sees and goes back to the mirror the next night with Ron and the third night by himself, even though Ron told him not to. On the third night, Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts, questions Harry about the mirror and tells him that it shows what a person wants most in life. He tells Harry that the mirror will be moved the next day and warns him not to go looking for it because people have spent their lives sitting in front of it and going crazy because of what they see in the image. With the help of a lucky tip from a collecting wizard card, Harry, Ron, and Hermione find out that Flamel is the only known maker of the Sorcerer's Stone, which can turn metal into gold and make the elixir of life, which makes the person who drinks it live forever. While this is going on, Harry gets more and more suspicious of Snape, who he thinks is trying to steal the stone, and he also tries to find out more about Fluffy from Hagrid. Hagrid is hatching a dragon that he won from a stranger in a card game when Harry goes to see him. This is against the law. Harry is worried that Hagrid will get in trouble for keeping this dragon, so he and Hermione use the invisibility cloak to sneak out of bed and drop Norbert off with friends of Ron's brother Charlie, who works with dragons. After Harry and Hermione got Norbert to safety, they were found trying to go back to Gryffindor. They get detention and lose 150 Gryffindor points for being out of bed after hours. Their punishment is to spend time in the Forbidden Forest looking for what killed a unicorn. Harry sees a person in a robe drinking the blood of a horse in the forest. The scary-looking person starts to move toward Harry, but a centaur called Firenze steps in and saves him. Once Harry is safe, Firenze tells him that the figure was Voldemort and that he was drinking the blood of the unicorn because unicorn blood can save a person who is about to die. Now that Harry knows this, he starts to worry that Snape will steal the stone for Voldemort so that he can live forever. He has a thought. It's strange that someone just happened to be there with a dragon egg that Hagrid badly wanted but was against the law. Hagrid tells Harry that he told the man in the hood with the dragon that the best way to take care of any animal is to know how to calm it down. For example, to put Fluffy to sleep, all you have to do is play music. Harry is sure that the stranger was either Snape or Voldemort after hearing this. And when Dumbledore has to leave for an important meeting, Harry knows that Snape will try to steal the stone that night and wants to get it before him. Ron and Hermione get ready to go with him, while a scared boy named Neville tries, but fails, to stop them from leaving the room and getting into more trouble. Then, Harry, Ron, and Hermione work together to beat the magic and charms that are protecting the stone. Harry gets to the last room by himself in the end. There, Harry finds out that Quirrell, not Snape, has been doing Voldemort's work all along. Voldemort was hiding behind Quirrell's hat, where he could only be seen as a face on the back of the man's head. When Harry looks into the Mirror of East, he can get the stone. He sees in his mind's eye that Harry has the stone in his pocket. Quirrell tries to take the stone, but when he touches Harry, he is burned for no reason. Harry tries to stop Quirrell from getting the stone by holding on to him, but the pain in his scar gets worse, and he passes out. Harry wakes up in the hospital, where Dumbledore tells him why Quirrell couldn't touch him. Lily's love for Harry, shown by her willingness to die for him, gave him magical protection from Quirrell and Voldemort. Dumbledore also tells Harry that he plans to destroy the stone so that no one can use it to do bad things. At the end of year feast, Dumbledore gives Ron, Hermione, Harry, and Neville 160 points for being brave, which is enough to win the House Cup for Gryffindor. At the end of the year, Harry goes back to live with the Dursleys, but he's happy because he now has friends and people who care about him. Also, the Dursleys don't know that he's not allowed to use magic at home.
About the author. Rowling was born in 1965 in Yate, Gloucestershire, to a middle-class family. Her parents were Anne and Peter James Rowling. She was the first of 2 children, and she said that she was a very sad teen. Her mother had multiple sclerosis, and her relationship with her father was tense. She got her degree from the University of Exeter in 1986. After that, she worked in London as a writer and a secretary. In 1990, she came up with the idea for the first Harry Potter book and started writing it right away. In December of that year, Rowling's mother died, and she put a lot of her sadness into the book. Rowling got married, had her first daughter, got separated, and signed up for welfare payments over the next few years. She finished writing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in 1995, and when it came out in 1997, Rowling's popularity started to grow. Rowling was able to buy a flat in Edinburgh with the money from the US sale for the publishing rights. She then spent the next 10 years writing and releasing the next 6 books in the series. In 2001, she remarried and had 2 more children. In 2004, she became the first person to become a billionaire by writing books. She co-founded the charity Lumos and established the Volant Charitable Trust, named after her mother. She has written a number of crime books under the name Robert Galbraith, and she has also written scripts for the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.